Hey guys, so it's the time again. It's new amp day today. I saw Peavey Studio Pro Silver Stripe on Gumtree day before yesterday, and didn't have any money till today. So I rang the guy last night and said, "Look, is it still for sale?" He said, "Yes. Come over tomorrow," which is today at 12 o'clock. So I'm off to do some shopping, and then I've got to come back quickly, grab my guitar, and head off to pick up this thing, and then we'll come home, give it a bit of a try. I'm really curious to see how it sounds because I haven't had good luck with transistor amps in the past, especially with pedals. And Shane from In the Blues and Johan and some other YouTubers have gotten good tones, but some of the other videos I've seen haven't sounded good at all. So it's possible to get good sounds out of it, and if I can, it'd be great because it'd be nice to have a really reliable backup amp, although I'll still probably use my Trainer YC40 predominantly for recording and everything else. It'd be nice to have a powerful, slightly lighter amp to take around, and also just for a backup for gigging, as I'm going to be working in a covers band. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it all pans out. See you soon. Okay guys, so I just picked up the amp, 85 bucks. Can you believe it? 85 bucks. That's so cheap. And there he is sitting in the back seat, nicely seatbelt up, so I could put it in the back, but you'd probably fall over because where these people live, there's hills everywhere. Didn't take me very long to get here, but man, it was just uphill, downhill. So I'm going to take it home now and plug it in, and we're going to see how it sounds. See you in a minute. Okay guys, so here's the moment of truth. We're going to try this sucker out. I did try my foot switch for my Trainer, but it didn't work. So I'm just going to, I might even plug straight into the amp and just let you hear that first, and then we'll go through some pedals, because I just plugged in just quickly, and man, this thing is unbelievable. So we'll try just the clean first. Most transistor amps, this has got a lot of mid-range bite, so I have turned the mids down, because with it up, it's just very bitey. In the room, it doesn't sound terrible, but it's quite hard. It's quite a harsh sound, but that's good that it's got room for that when you're playing with in a mix with a band. And that volume, that's on 1. This thing is insanely loud. It's just crazy. The other thing I didn't mention too is when I picked it up, this thing is so incredibly light. It's lighter than my Fender Jam from I bought new in the 1990s, and it's way smaller than this. And yet this thing is just like a feather compared to my Trainer tube amp. This thing weighs nothing at all. Which is also very handy. Now, I used to have an actual Peavey tube head. I'd had two, and this sort of sound. That's not my, it's good, like it's a solid clean sound. It's not really where I'm at. Like, I really like that Fender glassy clean sound. This has just got a little bit more bite and grip to it, and but this sounds just like my old Peavey tube amps that I had. It's quite amazing actually that it sounds so similar. The clean sound sounds so similar. Okay, so that's the clean. So, just check that we're still recording. Yep, that's the clean. So we'll go over to the drive, and that's also, I should mention, that's the clean with the bright switch in. So with it out, just some of that top end bite. but I like it in. It's closer to that Fender sound. For me, that's what I personally like. So we'll go over to the drive channel now. Jeez, that's actually really scary. How good that sounds in the room. That, to me, that sounds just like a tube-driven amp, like, but cranked right up. So if I was playing my trainer with a pedal, because I've got no pedals on at the moment, to get that same sound, like the level that I'd have to be at, I definitely couldn't be sitting here talking. So I've got the pre-gain on about mid, and the post-gain is only on just above 1. And the notes are just so full. Yeah, one thing I have to mention is that this channel can get quite dark. You see I've got the highs turned all the way up, the mids are quite high too, and then I just put the lows to suit. The reason for that is that the more pre-gain, when I was messing around before, the more pre-gain you have, the darker it gets. So if I turn the pre-gain right up and turn the post-gain down a little bit, man, that sounds good. So it does start to darken up. So if you take those highs out, just loses some of that top end definition. So let's crank that up. So you can get a great sound. I mean, it's loud. It is loud, but it's not deafeningly loud. If that was a tube amp, that like you can only take so much of that. But so, and the more post gain you get, the more bite you're going to get. So it's sort of that balance between the pre-gain and the post-gain. But what I might do now is I might try some pedals and give you an idea of how that sounds. Let's try the gains. That's interesting. With the gain button in, you get a bit more of that top end back. So it's cool. I probably wouldn't use it because, to be perfectly honest, that sound is so good. Like, man, I could play that. Could play that forever. And the good thing is too, if you roll your volume down, cleans up very nicely. I don't know what this thrash setting is like. It's very mid-scooped and it's not my sound. So what I might do now is I might switch over, plug the pedal board in and see how that sounds. Okay, so got a pedal board now. I'll speak back to see what I'm doing. So add a bit of compression to this. Sounds nice. Definitely take some of that bitiness out of it. of delay. Sounds a little bit thin to me. Try the Spark boost from TC Electronics. I find this is great for fattening up sounds. So I might get rid of the compression and take the treble down and boost the bass a bit. Sounds good. Sounds good with Spark. And so the compression I'm using is the Force Field from TC Electronics. It's just a cheap compressor. I've got the flashback too. What am I running now? I'm running the 2238 or whatever it is. So I'm going to go up to the tape echo because that's going to add a little bit of warmth to the sound. Still sounds a bit harsh for my liking. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's a solid sound. It's not really what I'd call stellar. But let's move over. What the heck? Let's try a drive out with it. What have we got? It's a bit loud. We've got the ultimate drive here, and doesn't sound too bad. Might get rid of that bright switch. Man, that's scary how good this clean channel takes drive pedals. It's ridiculous. That is a... Like, that's a transistor amp. I don't understand because that shouldn't be sounding so good, but it does. That's crazy. That's... That sounds just like... Almost sounds better than it does running through my tube amp. It's insane. I think the harmonics aren't quite there with the chords, but damn, that sounds good. Unbelievably good. Switch over to the dirty channel and just see how the pedals play with that. Yeah, that's just the amp on just the regular dirty channel without the gain button pushed in. Let's try a bit of spark boost. Sounds great. great. It's a little bit dead when put this up good. That's scary, man. That's crazy. It sounds just... That's very good. It's not, yeah, it sounds really good, especially with the Joy Vintage drive, that real bite. Just sounds great. Man, I don't know what to say. This thing just sounds awesome. It's just scarily good. So there you have it, the Peavey Pro Studio 1112. 85 bucks. Holy moly, I'm going to have some fun with this. See you later.